Let's talk boxing, baby. Let's talk boxing. Canelo tonight, right? But listen, let's talk boxing yesterday. Rolly Ryan, Teofemo, and your boy Devin Haney. Man, that listen. Rolly and Ryan, blockbuster. Teofemo, super blockbuster. Teofemo really, I've been sleeping on Teofemo. Teofemo is a real boxer, bro. Shows skill, poise. Man, that man went all 12 rounds, didn't even look like he was tired. Teofemo is a real warrior, man. And he talk a lot of stuff, but he got the right to talk it because of what he showed yesterday was leadership, warriorism, and a straight killer instinct. Style. That man got style, bro. Teofemo has real style. He is one to watch. Teofemo is, I can't say he's up and coming because he already, I think he's 30, he's 30 and 1 now, or 29 and 1, something like that. But Teofemo is a straight, stone cold boxer, man. Hands down to Teofemo, that was one of the best fights yesterday outside of Rolly and Ryan. I knew that Rolly was going to win. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh yeah, whatever." You didn't know, but if you watch my video from 2 days ago before the fight, I told you. Um, One of Rolly's trainers is my homeboy, my partner, man. So it was protocol for me to go for Rolly, but I knew Rolly. All the odds were stacked against Rolly. Everybody has figured out that Rolly, are thinking that Rolly ain't him, but Rolly. When Gervonta Tank Davis said Rolly hits harder than anybody I faced, I knew right then. When somebody hits that hard and they get acknowledgement and they get co-signed by a real boxer, that lets you know all it is a matter of getting caught. All it is getting caught. And if you notice, when he caught him, he hit him twice with that left and put him on the ground. Never, all night long, Ryan Garcia didn't test that no more. They have history, so Ryan knew what he was up against. Why he took the fight, I don't even know. But to me, Ryan, to tell you the truth, Ryan Garcia is someone who can talk his way into the money. He's not a real. He's not a heck of a boxer like we think. He made us think that because he's a true illusionist. He brings an illusion to the table. He's like a magician. He brings something to the table. He knows how to talk his way into the money. He knows how to make you think that he's um, a real knockout artist. Not negative. He hasn't done none of that. We haven't seen none of that. We haven't seen him do none of that. And now I understand how Rolly was able to put him on his back pockets. I knew Rod. I just had a feeling. I said Rolly is up against it. He can't stand to lose nothing else. Everybody talking about him bad, that he this and he ain't that, and he's trash and all that. I knew it. I said Rolly got to come back. Rolly is gonna come back. This is gonna be his comeback fight. This is gonna be, somebody said, man, that's that Don King stuff. I said, I don't know what it is, but I know that left hook hit him twice and put him on the canvas. I don't know about Don King and all that type of stuff, but Don King used to do stuff different. But Rolly. I mean, it makes sense. Gervonta said he hits the hardest. Period, point blank, right there. Let you know that those shots was real, and he hit him with real shots. So, uh, T, Devin Haney, his fight was most boring ever. Like everybody talk about Shakur fights being boring. Man, that Devin Haney fight was so boring. I don't know if I know you in there not trying not to get knocked out, but man, come on, man, it was no excitement at all in the Devin Haney fight. Like I don't that should have been on the third leg. That should have been the third fight because that fight was boring. Teofemo and Rolly and Ryan, them two fights was really, they activated that card and they made that card exciting. Teofemo, Man, I've been sleeping on TEOFEMO. I can't even lie, man. I didn't know nothing about TEOFEMO fight, but TEOFEMO got hands, bro. And he went that whole 12 rounds and didn't even look like he was tired, bro. He never looked fatigued, nothing. That boy came in there ready. That's what you call a ready fighter. TEOFEMO came in there ready to go, ready to rumble, man. Real talk. I didn't really like the setup of the fight, how they had it in Times Square. It was kind of cool, but 300 people. Why wouldn't you put that type of blockbuster fight in a stadium? I believe because they wanted to make most of the money on the pay-per-view. That's what I'm thinking. They wanted to keep the money in the pay-per-view, and they didn't want to pay a big stadium, or maybe they didn't think people was gonna show up. I don't know, but they had to pay some money to block off Times Square like that. That was nice for Times Square. But TEOFEMO did his thing, Rolly did his thing, Ryan Garcia. I don't really know. With now I'm kind of on the fence with the Ostrom stuff because he didn't look nothing like he looked yesterday, man. Ryan Garcia didn't look like half of what he was. And Bill Haney was saying that, man, you don't even sound the same. He didn't even have none of that he was pumped up in the Devin Haney fight, but this fight he wasn't really there. Like he wasn't. I don't know if it was a bad night or you know what, you came off of like Bill Arum said. Bill Arum made a comment last night. Y'all can look it up on YouTube. He said, there's no way in the world you come in here off of a year suspension, off a year break, and you fight somebody like Rolly. He said you were supposed to take a tune-up fight, get yourself together, then fight Rolly. And, I believe that because, you don't just jump in your car in the morning, turn it on and go. Most of the people, they turn their car on, warm it, let it warm up, and then they go and push it to the limit. So I understand what Bob Arum was saying from that. But TEOFEMO, hands down, did a great job. My boy, he didn't do enough. He was in there scared of TEOFEMO, man. Real talk. Rolly and Ryan was exciting. Devin Haney's fight was they can't talk about Shakur's fights no more. Don't even fix your mouth to say anything about the Shakur fight being boring and all that, because that Devin Haney fight was super boring. That wasn't even nothing. I'm glad he got the win. He got his tune-up fight in. Now he could go fight somebody, pick whoever he wants to fight and do his thing. That's his destiny. The young man is a boxer. He could box, but yesterday it was hella boring, man. I didn't even watch the fight. I ended up watching the highlights on YouTube, man. That fight wasn't even worth looking at. It just really wasn't. I'm glad. I was rooting for Devin Haney to win, though. I wanted him to win, so he pulled that victory off. But everybody wasn't ready for that Rolly Ryan fight. That Rolly Ryan fight was serious, man. Like real talk. That was a true gem right there, because you was not thinking. Everybody was thinking Ryan. I knew Ryan wasn't going to win. I knew it was a good chance that Ryan was going to lose because Rolly was up against the wall, period. Like, Rolly, if you would have lost that fight, Rolly might as well retire from boxing. He might as well retire from boxing, for real, for real. Ryan Garcia needs to go. Like the same thing I said about Gervonta Tank Davis. Ryan needs to go and seek some mental illness. But like I heard Gervonta say one time, if we go get the mental illness treatment, then we might not have a fire inside us like we had. I got you, but maybe retirement should be the next thing. If you're not feeling boxing no more, or if it got you in a space to where you don't want to do this, or it got you in a gray area, then I understand that. So yeah, Ryan needs to go get some mental illness. He needs to heal. Something's going on with the young dude, because that wasn't even Ryan yesterday. Like, I don't understand. But if you get any value from this video, please like, follow, and subscribe. Like, follow, and subscribe. It don't cost one red penny, not one. to like, follow, and subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just please appreciate it if you like the video so it could get around in the YouTube atmosphere a little bit more, and I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Canelo fight tonight. Let's see how that goes. See you tomorrow. Hey, the reason I knew Rolly was really going to win is because he wasn't talking no trash. He wasn't even talking. He was so focused. And Ryan and all them was talking crazy on the mic. If you look at the press conferences before the fight, Rolly wasn't doing no trash talk. He was just like, oh, okay, all right, you'll see. He was focused. And I ain't never seen Rolly focus. Rolly usually talk trash and say what he gonna do. And he didn't talk no trash. That's how I knew he was gonna win.